Spice One, how you doing, man? Thanks a lot for your time.
Shit, I'm alright, man. Just holding it down, you know what I'm saying? Back in them game and just doing my things, you dig?
Everybody wants to know, how you recovered from the shooting and what your current condition is.
Man, it was, it was good. The recovery is like a miracle, man. You know what I mean? Everybody know I'm a rider, dig, you know what I'm saying? So, with that said alone and the help from God, I'm back, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, it took a while. I was in the hospital a few months or whatever because, went through my lung collapsed. But, I just did my first show, like, since that shit happened last weekend. So, I'm back,
Alright, for those that don't know, what exactly went down that day when you got attacked?
I guess, the man, it was just some cat trying to break into my truck. Didn't know I was sitting in there. And, he seen a big-ass nigga coming at him and shot, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't blame him. Shit, I'm like 6'1". I weigh 220 pounds and shit, so, the dude was kind of small. Shit, I'd have shot too, big-ass nigga coming at me like that. But, he was trying to break in my truck, and, I was sitting in the truck at the time trying to break in and shit, so, like I say, he just got scared and shot and ran at the same time,
Right. Have they found out who was behind it and stuff like that?
Nah, really, I don't think the nigga's stupid enough to go tell somebody he did that shit.
Right.
I guess that's why it ain't never got back to me, because if it did, I'd probably be in a penitentiary for murder like a motherfucker. Shit, this little scary ass, bitch ass motherfucker trying to break into my car and shit, probably crackhead motherfucker, some little young kid and shit, bitch a little buster ass nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So how would you say the incident affected you? What impact did it have on you?
The only impact it had on me was, nigga only got one life to live, you know what I'm saying? So, it ain't like, I didn't know that at first, but, you can go at any time, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be you could be killed by a bitch-ass nigga, a little punk-ass buster motherfucker, or you could be killed by a hard-ass nigga from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Or you could be killed by the cops or anybody, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's just all about timing. And, if you're not ready to take to die, then, or if God ain't ready for you to go, then it ain't your time. But, any of us could be dropped out here at any minute, you know what I'm saying? There ain't nobody allergic, allergic to bullets, you know what I'm saying? That shit affect everybody, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody like, those Supermans out in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Unless they built out of Teflon, unless they skin made out of Teflon, and they got metal plates around they organs and shit. Everybody's prone to get shot at. Everybody can be touched out in this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I already knew that, but it's just that when the choice come down, when it actually come down to it, and it's all of this, gun control and all of this shit. There's no self-defense law here in California, so I guess when somebody come up to you like that and they shoot you, you just supposed to lay there and die, you know what I'm saying? and it's crazy because don't nobody want to sit there and let a motherfucker shoot them and just so they just lay there and just get shot and just leave it up to the police and that's it. You know what I'm saying? No self-defense law. If you dude shoot you and you shoot at him, and if somebody shoot at you and maybe even hit you and you shoot them back, then that's not they just gonna say that's murder or manslaughter. They're not gonna call it self-defense out here because in California there is no self-defense law. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you're just supposed to lay down and die for these motherfuckers, but I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
And soon after the shooting, you posted a picture of you on the internet in the hospital with a laptop throwing up the W. And was it important to you to let the fans know that ain't nothing changing?
Yeah, it really was. let my fans know, you know, ain't no motherfucking punk ass nigga mark ass motherfucker trying to break into my truck gonna stop nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't stopping shit. You know what I'm saying? I jog every day. I've been jogging every day. You know, I'm back. You know, my lungs is right and everything and shit. And, you know, that motherfucker, he done stop shit. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, the police get him. He better hope that the cops catch his ass before me and any of my niggas do. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't give a fuck right now. So, as far as that, you know, I mean, I don't give a fuck if the nigga is 16 or 55. He got to go. I'm popping at his ass. You know what I'm saying? He got some slugs coming when he see me, or if I ever realize who he is, or if he ever slip up and tell somebody who he is, and I figure it out, man, it's war. It's all out war. You know what I'm saying? But as long as I don't know who it is, and I can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? A bitch ass nigga don't want to reveal itself, then I ain't shit I can do. It's like getting hit in the dark and then nobody turn on the lights for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you know, many of the artists that we interviewed since then have sent their regards to you. How was the reaction from the artists and the fans after the shooting?
You know, I got a lot more. A lot of my fans, you know, they pissed off. They like, you know, I want to kill a motherfucker. You know, I mean, a Spice One fan is a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? So, the Spice One fan is a straight gangster. You know, that's what I mean by that. You know, he or she ain't finna back down to shit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who ever listened to any of my CDs, they know goddamn well. You know, this ain't nothing but G gangster all day over here. You know what I'm saying? No matter how they put it. So, you know, my fans gonna act the same way. They pissed off over this shit. They want to find the motherfucking shoot. And believe me, there's a lynch mob after his ass. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga's like Frankenstein right now. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, he got the whole city chasing his ass. So, you know, it's just, I mean, it's hard. It's just so fucked up that, you know, a bitch ass nigga just come up to your window and blast on you and shit, and then run off like a little pussy, and you can't do a damn thing about it because he won't reveal himself. He won't say nothing. You know, your fans wondering what happened. Did you ever find a motherfucker? The cops still trying to find him. They ain't gonna find him. They still got all of my jewelry and my clothes and all of that shit talking about evidence. I had to go buy some new jewelry and shit because they got all my jewelry talking about his evidence from the shooting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so it's been wild, man. You know, hospital bills are, you know, way high up there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the bullet is still in my back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if a nigga had just had any slight chance of popping it, of shooting this nigga back, he'd have been dead in the motherfucker a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Or the night that he shot me. You know what I'm saying? I was just sitting up there in my mom's driveway. I had fell asleep in my mom's driveway. You know, I smoked hella weed. I got high in the motherfucking fell asleep in the driveway. But I didn't want to wake my mom up anyway. That's why I fell asleep, because she had to go to work at like 6 in the morning. So I was just like, I'll just rest right here in the car and shit. And, you know, this motherfucker, bitch-ass nigga had the balls to come up to my car and shoot and run at the same time. I mean, that just makes me so fucking mad that it's, you know, it's ridiculous. You know, like the Bible say, vengeance belongs to the Lord and all of that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I'm going to be able to control my emotions once I figure out who this nigga is, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Gotta be crazy. I mean, what is that gonna change though? If you go and, you know, and then you get him, you talk about, you know, personal satisfaction, or what is that gonna get you?
I mean, personal satisfaction. It's like, you know, somebody slapping you in the face, and instead of turning the cheek, you bomb on their ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, that's just how I don't know. It's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I mean, you never know what the feeling will be once it all, you know, come down to it, or if it ever comes down to it. But, you know, anybody that happens to, I mean, it's hard for them to be humble after that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't just get shot and be humble about it. Yeah, there ain't nobody ever did that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Unless there was a preacher or a priest or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm a street nigga. I can't just be getting shot like that and thinking everything is cool and just walking around like everything is nice and cool and fine and dandy, because it's not, you know? I mean, that shit is going to affect me for the rest of my life. You know, I'm going to still feel a bullet in my arm for the rest of my life, and my back and shit. You know, my kids had nightmares thinking I was dead and shit. You know what I'm saying? All because of this bitch-ass nigga. This old buster-ass nigga, and him wanting some goddamn stereo equipment out my truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hospital bills hella high and shit, $70,000, $80,000, all because this bitch-ass nigga wants some equipment out my motherfucking truck. and got scared when he seen a nigga coming at him. He wants to run. You know what I'm saying? All because of this. You know, all of these motherfuckers out there, nigga, if you gonna rob a motherfucker, if you gonna shoot a motherfucker, make sure there's some real money in the car, or make sure there's some real shit out there, because, you know what I mean, you know, it ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? Now, when this nigga's life is mine. His ass is mine. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be looking over his back for the rest of his motherfucking life, because I'm there. I'm looking for him and I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? The rest, all you motherfuckers out there, man, if y'all gonna get down, you know, my message to all of you, all of the jackers out there, all the niggas who think they hard and want to run around, little bitch ass niggas, want to run around like with pistols and guns like they hard and shit. You ain't seen nothing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shoot a motherfucker at point blank range and do it real G over some real shit, not over no fake ass motherfucking car stereo equipment. Bitch ass motherfucking crackhead bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's a crackhead move. You know what I'm saying? If any of you niggas is out there shooting niggas over car equipment, then that's a motherfucking crackhead move. You're a crackhead. Even if you don't smoke crack, that's a crackhead move if I ain't never seen one in my motherfucking life. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, bust for some real money, some millions, nigga, some G's, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000. Nigga, don't try to run up in a nigga car over some punk-ass stereo equipment. You know what I'm saying? Because the shooter didn't even know I was in the car. So he had to be trying to either steal my car or steal what was in my car, and that ain't worth nobody being shot over, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what it is up in there. TVs, rims, whatever the fuck. Ain't none of that shit worth getting shot over. You know what I'm saying? It's just some dumbass niggas out here, you know. Like I say, you know, niggas my age, you know, probably was slanging their mama dope. You know what I'm saying? We made crack babies out here. You know what I'm saying? When I was 15, 16 years old, I was out on the block slanging crack to these niggas' mamas, and now they done had babies, and these niggas running around with crack babies and shit, acting some goddamn fools. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, shit, it's just it's a crazy, fucked up, cruel ass world out there, man. And motherfuckers who don't realize that, they will end up in the hospital, dead, in jail, any of that shit, if they don't, like, you know, really realize what's going on out there. You know, everything ain't hunky dory and dandy and fucking beautiful, and you know, everything. All of this shit is crazy. This real life out here. I could have been laid the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? In front of my mama. You know what I'm saying? Over this bitch ass nigga wants some equipment out of my truck. Over a TV or some rims or some goddamn speakers or some shit that was in my truck. Shit ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man. Yeah, that was a crazy week. You know, that shit with you happened, and saying, I think it was like a day later, that shit with Pimp C happened.
Yeah, that was fucked up. Waking up in the hospital and finding out that Pimp C was really dead and shit. You know, I mean, that was like the real kicker. You know, on top of everything that happened. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy from Texas died and shit, you know. And what he died from, I don't know. You know, you hear a lot of different stories just like they hear about me, you know what I'm saying? But the fact is, you know, remains that my nigga is dead, and that was a sad day in hip hop, just like when Pac died and Biggie died, and just like, you know, when I got shot, motherfuckers thought I was gonna die, you know what I'm saying? I could have been dead, you know. That's just by the grace of God, you know what I'm saying? I decided, you know, God decided to bring Pimp C up there with him and leave me down here. Maybe I got some more work to do, you know, before I go up there and shit, up to Ghetto Heaven, because that's a new song I got on my album called Ghetto Heaven, so really taking that shit serious now, you know. Yeah,
the first track that you released after the shooting was Carried by Six featuring Daz. Tell us about that song.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, you know, I knew a lot of people wanted to know what happened and what really went down and shit, and I figured, you know, the best way for me to explain it is for just me to make a song about it and, you know, just let everybody know that all my shit has been real over the years, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just so they can hear exactly what happened. And, you know, they say I describe some vivid stories and tales, so I figured, you know, if I make a song about it, then everybody can kind of picture in their head what happened and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably end up making a video about it, you know. But I mean, shit, it's like the real skeleton effect. That's really what happened. No extras, none of that shit. You know, everything was just real about it. And, you know what I mean? 'Cause like what I was basically saying in the song is that, like I was saying at first, there ain't no self-defense law in California, and you know, I'd rather be judged by 12 going to the penitentiary and still have my life than carried by 6 motherfuckers in a coffin. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of the song. And I mean, you know, as far as us living in America, we as Americans got to sit there and just lay down and die and just take some slugs to the motherfucking head and just expect for the cops to take care of it when you dead and gone?